Right? That was the answer. Take the root 5, right? Oh wait, we didn't see. We didn't see when. Right, podium was Shannon, Priya, and one. Tanisha. I didn't like that. I don't know what. So I'm not taking that mark, right? I'll take it next. So add on one to that. Make it a little bit harder next week, right? Right. Copy that down. And let's do a few more like that. So if we look back at what we did for the past few weeks, we looked at long linear preparation. We looked at synthetic. We looked at theorem, which allows us to factorize quadratics, right? And cubics. That's okay? That's what we did so far. Today we're going to take a look at how we can apply all of this now and it's an example question, right? All right, let's go again now. Let's try our next one like this. Oh wait, I think I want to give you a quiz. Write this down. Note that when we have one unknown in a question, we need one equation. When we have one unknown in a question, we need one equation. Then we can solve. What's up? Next one, if we have two unknowns, how many equations we need? Two. Then we need two equations. Then we need two equations. Then we need two equations to solve simultaneously. You remember simultaneous? We're going to do that today. Right, I'll invite you to do as well. And add mass to be safe, we have only use substitution. Elimination doesn't always work, right? So I'll show you about substitution and we will solve. All right. And then if you have three unknowns, you need three equations. At this level, you don't get three. You get two unknowns. Okay. So I just want to show you a quick example how to solve simultaneously. All right. So you might remember, right? You might remember something like this. Just a quick example. I am going to show you two methods, right? I'll show you the elimination, which you should know, and then I'll show you elimination. Substitution. Right. So how do we solve something like this? Right? Elimination method allows us to solve it easily. All we have to do, right? Remember, we can easily solve, you recognize one unknown. So was it difficult to solve this? No. Right? So we can easily solve equations with one unknown. When you have two unknowns, the problem is we have to get rid of one of them, right? So the objective here is to get rid of y, get rid of x. Okay, so something easy that's always working out much in these type of equations, once you line up the x and the y and the constant, is multiply this equation by the coefficients of x. Then multiply this equation by the coefficients of x here. Yeah? 4y. I'll change the marker that's now, right? Right, so if you multiply the first equation by this coefficients here, and the second equation by this coefficients here, what will happen, right? 5 by each one of these values, that will give you 15x minus 25y is 15 here. Multiply all by 3, you'll end up with 15x plus 12y is equal to 15. That's okay? And then these two are the same, right? So we got minus. This will give us 0. Minus 25 minus 12 is minus 37. 15 minus 15 is 0. Right? When I divide both sides by minus 37, I'll get y is 0. That's okay? And if y is 0, just plug it in there. So you can tell them when y is 0, you could plug in the values here. So anyone, let's choose here. 3x minus 5 by 0 is 3. 3x is 3. X is 1. So your final answer is 1, 0. Everybody okay with that? Right? Yes.
Why would you add?
Where would I?
Why would you add?
Because it's multiplied. So yeah, when I carry the goes, it becomes multiplied. All right? This is multiplied. So minus 37 multiplied by y. 25 both sides. Okay? That's the elimination method. Because we're not much, I have to show you the substitution method. Same answer you're gonna get, yeah, way more. Substitution method. Right, again, the reason for this is because you're going to get questions where you have to solve simultaneously. If you want to use this method, just make sure you line up the x's, the y's, and constants. Right? Make sure they're one on top of each other, right? If the y on across the equal sign, bring it back across. Right. We want to take this same equation now. And use substitution method. So in substitution method, the first thing we have to do is label them up. And then from equation 1, let's make x the subject of the formula. So watch me here. Right? Tell me if we get lost anywhere, right? So minus 5y, what to do with that? Move it across. So minus 5y becomes plus 5, 5. Right? This is multiply by 3. So I divide by 3 here and divide by 3 here. So x is equal to 3 plus 5y over 3. Let me give it up. So now I know what x is. I'll call this my equation 3. What do I do now? Well, I am going to take equation 3 and substitute in equation 2. Anybody can tell me what will happen if I substitute in equation 1? No, what might happen? If I put back this in equation 1, everything will cancel off, right? So this came from equation 1, so it has to go in the next equation 2. Okay? So I'm going to substitute 3. No, not already. Retarded, boy. Right. So we did equation 3 in equation 2. Right? So I'm going to put 3 and 2. So I'm going to put this in equation 2. So I'm going to put 5 and no longer write it x, I write in this. 3 plus 5y all over 3. Plus 4y is equal to 5. All right? Let's look in a little harder. Right? What making it look hard? For those who find it looking hard. But should you find it looking hard or easy? In between? So how to make it easy? The problem is this in 3 ends. If it had no fraction, it would have been easy, right? So how can I get rid of that? Right. Find a way to get rid of the fraction, right? So to get rid of the fraction, I can multiply every single thing by 3. Right? If I multiply this by 3, it will cancel. Yeah. Multiply this by 3, multiply this by 3. You can't just do it to 1, you have to do it to all. Huh? Yeah, we'll do with the 5 up. So the 5 will stay there. Right? These two cancel. You'll get 3 plus 5y. Don't make the mistake of multiplying over this. This 3 will cancel here. Okay? And that's it. Right? You don't have to multiply 3 here again. These 2 cancel here. Plus 3 by 4 is 12y is equal to 50. Right? Now we can deal with the problem there. You don't like the 5 there. So we can multiply everything by 5. That's 15 plus 25y plus 12y is 15. Add these two, you'll get 37y. Move across the 15, you'll get negative 15. 37y is 0, so y is 0. Okay with that? What's the last part? Find for x. We find for y. Find for x. So therefore, x is equal to, I'm going to put y is 0 in here. 3 plus 5 by 0 all over 3. And I got 1. Same answer. A little bit longer here. In maths, substitution method always safer because there are cases where you can't use them. But for today's purposes, we can do them. Right? We have to learn this one, so it might as well. Okay, we can note it. Going straight into that question, and then we're going to get that done. Ready? So we're going to go into a full question. We're going to give you a remainder and factor term question. You're going to come up with equations and solve it. Okay? Then do it step by step. Ready? Let's go, right? Number one. Well, technically number two. The expression x cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus 12 is, I wrote it here for you, right? X cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus 12 is exactly divisible by x minus 1 and x plus 3. Part 1, find the value of a and b. Part 1, find the value of a and b. And part 2, find the remaining factor. Find the remaining factor. Find the remaining factor. Okay, part 1, find the value of a and b. Find the value of a and b. And part 2 is to find the remaining factor. Right, take a pencil, underline what you think is important. Take a pencil and underline what you think is important. Right, and now by underline it. Right, so you should have underlined the expression, which is f of x is equal to x cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus 12. Don't have that? Next, it said divisible by what? X minus 1 and x plus 3. So it said divisible by x minus 1, x plus 3. Right? What does divisible mean? Is a what? Factor. It means that divisible means that it's a factor. It is a factor. That's okay? And if we know it's a factor, what's the remainder? 0. So our next step should be f of something is 0. F of something is 0. F of what? Using the first one. F of what? 1. Right? What value when I put in here will give you 0. Value is 1. What about the next one? Minus 3. So the first stage of your process in any question, underline what's important, create equations. Right? How do I find f of 1 equal to 0 now? What do I do? Put 1 in x. So it will be 1 cubed plus a by 1 squared plus b by 1 plus 12 is 0. And simplify that out, you'll get 1 plus a plus b plus 12. So you'll get a plus b. You can leave it there or carry it across. 1 plus 12 is 13. When you move it across, minus 2. Okay with that? Everybody okay with that? Try this one on your own. Let's see what you got. Try this one here on your own. Let's see what you got. Right? What do you do with those two equations after? Finish up. What do you do with those two equations after? After you get this and the next one, what are you gonna do? Well, solve simultaneously, right? You can use substitution, you can use elimination, up to you. Try it. Find f of minus 3. I'll do it just now and then I wanted to solve it simultaneously. Take your time in a minus, huh? When a cube or minus value is always what? Cube. Minus, right? If you cube a minus value, it's always going to be minus. Minus by a minus is a plus, by a minus is a minus. Right, so if you say you're squaring x, you're squaring the minus 3 to that positive 9. Yeah, don't matter. Why don't matter? What you would. Multiplication as well. It's commutator. Right? Yeah. Positive. Minus 3 cubed will be what? Negative. All right, let's check it out. You all got it? No? You didn't get the equation? Yeah? All right, and then we're going to solve after, right? Substitution method. Let's all do substitution method. Right? Let's see here what you got with the minus 3. It will be minus 3 cubed plus a by minus 3 squared. Notice, not to complicate things, I put it in brackets. So I will know what a square and what a cube is. Plus b by 3 plus 12 is 0. When I work this out, I'll get minus 27. When I work this out, I'll get 9a. That's a 9, yeah? Plus 3b plus 12 is 0. Minus 27 plus 12. Right? Minus 27 plus 12, that does what? Minus 15. And then I'm moving the minus 15 across. Won't it be a shot? Thank you. See how easy it is make a little mistake? Right? Substitute the right value, right? So I got something like this. This is my equation 2. That's okay? You don't necessarily have to use substitution, but I want you to practice it. Okay? This is equation what? Equation 1. What to do? Make A the subject here. We can make A the subject here and then drop it in here. Okay? Try it now. That's what you got. Make A the subject and then substitute in the next one. Yeah, I'm gonna check it. Come now, I'll check your work if you can finish. Right, take your time in the first equation, make A the subject and then substitute. Right, might be a little bad because they have minus signs, but welcome to that now. Right, better get used to fractions and negative signs and square roots. Right, those three things that are becoming best friends: square roots, negative signs, and fractions. Okay, don't be afraid of them. I'm Solomon. Double? Double? No, for sure. I can't do this now. The other old man is here trying to play 2 games back to back. Come now. Take your time, Natasha. Tran. Get that channel substitution, right? Right, so yeah. They make be the subject, you do your own thing. All right. Nine, minus 3 minus make up the positive here. Right, positive, most important. And 9 at the make it here. What do you reckon? All right, now let's get back. Right, yeah. Hopefully the rest of them down. Online, you can message EMP, please. Online, you can message EMP value. Anybody else done? Right? Much you got? Somebody finish. Check it out as now. Yeah, online, or like message EMP when you finish, right? We need a calculator as well. You might need one, but I have one here. Two actually. Anybody want one? Need one? But sugar, when I'm picking you for this one. All this step, one by one. In between you and Peter, so like you do a rock, paper, scissors. To when I'm picking. Or like you decide. Picking one for the team. Hmm?
Thanks.
Get? Get? Hey, terus Pak, tinggal satu. Ah, I'll check it here, right? You're supposed to get -2, -11. Online, I get one answer. Oh gosh, online. One answer. Let me see who was that nice student. Jaden. Thank you, Jaden. Make a little mistake though, but it is or something. Right? Right, so watch this here. So I am going to choose equation 1. The reason I choose equation 1 is because there are ones in front here. So it's much easier to make A and B the subject. If I choose equation 2, it will work, but there's a 9 and a 3 -3 here. It's a little bit harder, right? So you want to make it work easier. Right, so let's see from equation 1. From equation 1, I could see, well, here's what B is equal to -13 minus A. You made A or B the subject? A, okay. Let me use yours, right? I just want to see a multiplication. So A is equal to -13 minus B. Same thing, right? So this is equation 3. Tell them what you're doing, right? It might sound kind of weird, but when you're doing maths and you have a solution, you must try to write like an essay, right? Let them know you're going from here to here to here to here, right? So you tell them, well, from equation 1, I got this. This is now equation 3, and tell them that you're going to substitute 3 in 2. Okay? So I'm going to substitute 3 in 2. So I'll get 9 by -13 minus B minus 3B is positive 50. That's okay? I'm going to multiply this out. What's 9 by 13? 117. 117 minus 9B minus 3B is 15. Right? I'm moving across the numbers on this side. -9 minus 3 is -12. 15 plus 117 is 132. So now B is equal to 132 divided by -12 minus 11. Okay? Or you had, what you had again? What you had? 132 or 134? Divided by 12? Oh, okay. All right. So A is -11. Now I am done. Sorry, B is -11. So that's -13. -13 minus -11. Because B is -11. So I'll get -13 plus 11. My final answer is -2. Okay with that? Where did wrong? Right here. Yeah. Everybody else okay? Online? Online, I wish I could get answer from all, yeah? Just one. That's an example of a past paper, right? Something similar to that. Actually, to be honest with you, just came in unit 1, pure math, something just like it. Just like this. Let's go again now. Any questions online? Wait, I found the rule. Adrian? Mohammed, right? Yeah. Benaya? Suku, right? Sahadu. Sahadu, okay, that's all. Mariah? Tanisha? Shreya, Karan, Alexandria, Amelia, Kyra. Oh, Carol, Caleb, Kiran online, Tiran, Bash, Bashu, Vanya. What's short for again? Gotta write that. Matthias online, Ariana, Ariana. Oh, she's not here. Jaden, Anthony, Sajid, Sajad, or I think we're going on, right? Sarah, Sanjaya, Vash. Samaya, Jordan, Raghunath. I couldn't hear the name. Akadi, right? You know, pronounce it wrong, but pronounce the first name again. Shadow, yeah, it's shadow. Oh, wait, you can have more names here. Nadia Khan, Susan, Megan, Sydney. All right, Susan, start up. All right, let's figure that out. You add a name, right? Before you go, right? I don't have to use next. He will come in class, he will come in class next week and just done with your months as well. Right, try this one here. Oh wait, only we won't finish. We had part 2 to do. How we doing that? I forgot. How we doing part 2? Read it. Find the remaining factor, right? So what you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? Let's back at last week. So we know A and B now. We know the full expression. How do we get the remaining factor? Right, use x minus 1 and long divide. Or synthetic. Right, remember last week I showed you how to factorize a cubic? We're doing back the same thing now. Right, look back at last week. Oh, that's one. Yeah, the whole equation. Writing was A. So the equation is now x cubed minus 2x squared minus 11x plus 12. And then you're going to long divide or synthetic, anyone. It don't really matter. It don't matter. X plus 1 or x plus 3, it don't matter. But you have long divide or use synthetic quickly and get the last factor. Right, long divide, work it out, and then factorize it. So you have all three factors. Right, remaining factor, what you all got? X minus 4. Right, do your synthetic, get your quadratic, factorize, and you get your final factor. Look at that. Don't forget to factorize, right? You can't just stop here. You have to factorize it, right? Well, then please revise for next weekend. Next week, just past papers. Right? Just to give you a little feel of how they look, right? And then we start indices, sales, and law. Tomorrow, look like we're gonna revise it again. Right, next we have a full question to do. Ready? Okay, so synthetic, factorize it. Right? You got your answer, factorize it, write the final answer. Question gave us these two, and this is the last one. All right? Okay. Next question is a full thing. I want you to do the same process. Underline the important stuff, create the equation, solve simultaneous. Okay? Now I'm going to put it out. I'll put it up for mine. X minus 2, x minus 2 x minus 2 is a factor of 2x cubed plus ax squared plus bx minus 12. X minus 2 is a factor, right? Of 2x cubed plus ax squared plus bx minus 12. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. Minus 2. Right, what's your right equation? What was the last one? 12 here. Or what's your wrong one? Right? 2x cubed plus ax squared plus bx minus 2. And when this expression is divided by, and online, please send some answers. And when this expression is divided by x plus 3, when this expression is divided by x plus 3, the remainder is minus 50. The remainder is minus 50. Right? Right? When divided by x plus 3, the remainder is minus 50. That's good. Minus 50. Right? Find the value of A and B. And the other factors. Find the value of A and B and the other factor. And the other factors. Take your time, set up your equation, solve simultaneously. Let's see if we can get it done in 10 minutes. Once again, trouble, don't feel shame, come. Online, you can set my pick your work in if you get trouble. Right here, right? So your first one should be f of 2 is 0. What's the next one? F of minus 3 equal to minus 3. Right? F of minus 3 is minus 3. Go ahead. Set up your equations. Let me see what you got. You get it, equations? Yeah. And I started just now. Right, so I just want to check and make sure that you have the right equations, right? So when you plug in 2, you would have gotten 2 by, this is for the first one, right? 2 by 2 cubed plus a by 2 squared plus b by 2 minus 2 is 0. So 2 cubed is 8, 8 by 2 is 16, plus 4a plus 2b minus 2 is 0. 16 minus 2 is 14. So you got 4a plus is minus 14. Right? If you want, you divide it by 2. Right? And say it will look a little bit easier. It's up to you. You don't have to. Right? You don't have to. And then here now, do the same thing again. 2 by minus 3 cubed plus a by minus 3 squared plus b by minus 3 minus 2 is minus 50. Yeah? Do write 0 minus 50. Right? So I ended up with minus 27a minus 3b is equal to, this is minus 27 minus 54. When you move it across, it becomes 4 and 6. Anybody got 6? Yeah, equal to 6. So your two equations are this. And minus 27a minus 3b is 6. All right, let's see how you all solved it, right? Start solving it. Right, so as we said, we got 4. Right, as we said, we got 4a plus 2b is negative 14. And we have minus 27a minus 3b is 6. Right, so there are two things I could do, right? I could divide this by 2 to make it smaller. So I'll get 2a plus b is minus 7. Here, I can multiply everything. I can divide everything by minus 3. Right? And make the equation look a little bit easier. So if I divide this equation here by 2, I will end up with 2a plus b is minus 7. If I divide this equation by minus 3, I'll get 9a plus b is minus 2. What I have now are two equations that are a little bit easier to work with. Okay? Your objective is to always do that. Try to get equations that are easy to work with. All right? Nothing wrong if you work with it, huh? I just saying it might be a little easier for you to finish it up. So I could say from equation 1, b is minus 7 minus 2a. I can make b the subject here, minus 7 minus 2a. Call that equation 3. And then substitute in equation 2. Sorry, that should be 9. That should be 9. Sorry. That's my bad. That's 9. Sorry. I'll make all the rip it out.
Yeah.
First one good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So reach up until the end, solve it now.
So the 9 minus 3 was equal to
Right? I divide everything by 3. So now I'm going to substitute this and this. Fix it quick. Double ratio. Right? So that's substitute equation. Right? Substitute 3 and 2. And now working out. Okay, nice one. Right? Sometimes it will get fractured, but that's Right, remember in exam, you don't have to use substitution if you don't have to, right? I just want you to practice it so you have it in your armory. Okay. Right, so I've been put 3 and 2. So that'll be 3a minus 7 minus 2a is 2. When you multiply this out, you'll get 3a plus 7 plus 2a is equal to 2. Right? So I got 5a carry across 7. You'll get 2 minus 7. I got 5a to be minus 5. I got a to be minus 1. Anybody got that? A to be minus 1. Nice. If a is minus 1, b is minus 7. Minus 7 minus 2 by minus 1, which is minus 5. Yeah? Minus 1 minus 5. Everybody okay with that? All right. So these are the kind of things that we're doing. Next week we'll be doing, I'll send it on the group if you want to try it at home. But next week we'll be doing 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right? If you want to try it home so you can just watch back, you can just watch the errors or something, it's up to you. Right? But I'll send it to you on the group. Right? What's the hardest thing here? Right? In general, The hardest thing here is to be able to simplify and solve. Right? That's why for those doing maths, you'll recognize simplifying, solving, factorizing. Most important thing. Once you get good at that, you can do anything in that math. Simplifying, factorizing, solving. All right. Okay. Nice. All right, online. That is it there. We'll stop there.